Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to everybody out there. I am excited about today's show. Pretty sure if you don't know about these guys, you're probably living under some rock somewhere in Muscatine. But that's what today's show is all about, to introduce you to the Muscatine River Hawks. And I'm excited that they were able to come on the show to chat a little bit today. But before we go to that interview, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors of the show. Without them, the show wouldn't be possible. So great big thank you to R7 Reclaimed. Hopefully you guys will make it up there this weekend and do a little shopping. Lutheran Living, CBI, Toyota of Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City Muscatine, Unity Point Health Trinity Muscatine, and of course Hy-Vee as we take over their market grill every morning and set up the studio. So grateful to you all for sponsoring. I am excited to talk about the Riverhawks. So I have a couple key people on the show with me today. Would you agree?
He's key.
He's key?
He's key.
Okay. So we have Shea, right?
Yes.
And you are, what position do you play?
Where do I start?
He's like, everything.
I play linebacker, defensive back. Sometimes he'll throw me on offense. I'll play a little bit of wide receiver.
Awesome. And then, so this guy right here, you coach, owner of the team, all of those good things. And how long have you been doing that, Eric?
I've been with the team since 2017.
2017.
Yeah, I came in as a part-time player / special teams coach.
Okay.
And the following year I was named head coach, and we've just kind of been moving forward since then.
Very cool. So when did the team actually become in existence? Because I feel like it was
2016.
2016,
Yeah.
okay. So it's been around for a while. It
Yeah.
started off kind of small, but took off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I feel like, anyways.
I don't know all of our league's history, but I believe as a startup team, we probably won a championship the fastest than any other startup team throughout the league's history. But don't quote me on that because I don't know everything about the league's history. But it's been the league itself has been around 15, 16 years.
Okay.
So.
Very cool. So tell us a little bit about the team, like where you guys practice at, where are these players from, how did Muscatine become the place that you guys landed, all of those things. Because I know not everyone's from Muscatine that's on the team, obviously, but there are some Muscatine folks that are definitely involved in the team.
Yeah.
And so let's talk through some of that history, and then we'll talk some games and all of that fun jazz.
So a lot of us actually came over in the second year of the team, 2017, along with Eric, and then 2018 we just took off because we feel that we got cheated in 2017 out of a possible championship. 2018 we just hit the ground running as a team, as a family, and that's really what brought everybody around, was a family-like atmosphere that Kyle, Sam, and Eric brought to the table, and that works out for us. There's a few Muscatine guys that are still on the team that are local, but a lot of our guys will come from Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, the Quad Cities.
Yep.
So, and we just buy in.
Yeah.
We just buy into the team over self atmosphere and everything.
Yeah. I feel like ever since the very first game that I went to, I think it was the first game ever as the Riverhawks. Seriously,
Okay.
I seriously feel like it probably was the first game, and it just, it was super cool, and you could already feel just the connection that the players had and stuff, even from that point. And I'm sure it's just gotten even greater since then. And that's important when you're bringing in new people and building a team like you guys have so quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of that has to do with the connections that you guys have as a team and really wanting to do well together to be successful. So very cool. I think it's cool that we have a team like this in Muscatine and that there are people out there that don't know. That's weird. Hopefully we I don't know. Someday there will be no one out there that doesn't know about the Muscatine River Hawks. But
well, if you worked in Muscatine, traveling from the Quad Cities for employment, you saw our billboard on the highway.
Yeah,
for the last month or so.
I love it. And okay, so let's talk a little bit about the season so far this year. Is this bad, or why are we laughing?
It's been an interesting
season.
Yeah.
Okay.
From our training camps through the first few weeks of the season, it's been quite interesting with our quarterback leaving for a while, our team not really having an identity.
Yeah.
And we're still able to win.
Yep.
A couple of games that we lost that we shouldn't have lost.
Yep.
But I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
And then we got the pieces going back for Tyler came back, and now we're hitting the ground running.
Yeah.
On the road to a championship.
I had heard. His agent actually hasn't returned one of my calls yet, but
perhaps. So I'm changing mics really quick. They just want to hear me even more. They just keep adding mics. So won some games, lost some games, have a couple more on the schedule, and then into playoffs you go. Mm-hmm. And the plan is to win and then end up back here in Muscatine for a really big game that we're all going to go out and be super supportive of and
right.
pack the stands, and everybody's going to bring out their chairs, and it's just going to be totally packed.
Yeah, free admission. It's been free admission all this year, so we've had good home attendance. Mm-hmm. We do, we go on the road to Decatur this weekend. That's a top team in our league, the Central State Savages. It'll be a color rush game. They're going to wear all red, and we're going to wear our all blacks. So it'll be kind of a color rush game. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But it also a lot of playoff seeding implications happen this weekend, and right now we're battling with them for that 3-4 spot and to host a home playoff game.
Okay.
The Mid-State Thunderbirds, who we end our season with, are also in that mix. So if we were to drop this week, we would be playing MST the final week potentially for that 4-5, and that means whether we're stay at home on June 20th or we travel. So the next couple of weeks will be very interesting as the playoffs unfold.
Yeah. So tell me about the difference from you guys, like whether you're at home or away. How does that affect the game?
Players' availability and travel.
Okay.
That's always been not really an issue for us.
Yeah.
But with a lot of teams, you'll see that not as many players will travel, the 2 hours away from, where they play because of whatever reason. So
yeah, they got their own family, jobs, who knows what they have going on.
And then we have the turf field here, and we're kind of spoiled. We love it.
A little bit spoiled. Yeah. So when you guys are in town, tell everybody where you play and where they find you when they want to. I mean, you practice at the high school, right?
No, we don't. We play. We play on the turf field that's behind the high school.
Okay.
What was the old rugby field?
Gotcha. Yep.
The Carver family, I believe, had a rugby team.
Yep.
And they donated to the school. That's our home field.
Okay.
Now practice. We have practice here in Muscatine at it used to be the middle school. Now I think it's called Iowa Park. We've been going to.
Yep.
And then on the weekends, we stay at Rock Island and try and split up the travel between all the guys. The guys coming in from like Iowa City and Cedar Rapids and stuff, it's kind of a triangle, so they don't care which way we go, left or right. It's just 40-minute drive either way. But
yeah. And then when you have home games, you're right there behind the high school on that that nice turf field. Yeah. You can bring your chairs, and like you said, it's free admission to support the team.
Yeah, it's a beautiful field. We enjoy playing there. We're super appreciative of the high school and all that, making that available to us. It's one of the nicer venues, I think, in our league. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So let's talk about how Muscatine as a community can support you guys. Besides, he's like smiling right away.
Dollar bills.
So, I mean, aside from coming to the games, you guys also, when you're at an away game like Decatur that not everybody can travel to, they can still watch the games and cheer you on from home, right?
Yep.
So tell everybody how you do that.
So we bought some video streaming equipment this year. We have 2 Facebook pages now. We have our team public page, the Muscatine River Hawks, and then we have the River Hawks Media Network.
Okay.
And on both those vehicles, we have our team merchandising spots that you can support our team by buying merchandise online. But we've live streamed all our games, and we have a weekly podcast that goes up. And we were airing it on Wednesdays, but the interns that we got from Monmouth College, school kind of made it hard for us to tape on Monday, put him through the editing grind on Tuesday, and then put the thing up on Wednesday. So we gave him an extra day and moved the podcast to Thursdays.
Yep.
But that's been successful. And then we have our YouTube channel also that when we record and stream and everything gets uploaded to the YouTube page as well.
Awesome. So you can be supportive regardless of if they're at home or away. Cheer on the team. Go out to that Facebook page and find the links. You can buy gear and stuff anytime.
Yeah.
All that swag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's available anytime to help support the team that way.
I believe our owner Sam, her company helped set that merchandising page up. Phelps. Yep.
Yes.
So shout out to Phelps
for
setting that up for us.
Very, very nice.
One more quick plug, if I can.
Absolutely.
This year our defense, statistically, we put together a charity through the Ronald McDonald Charity House.
Okay.
And every time we score a touchdown or have a sack or a turnover, there's a nominal donation that goes in on behalf of the team. But we have a GoFundMe for all our fans or any other businesses that want to join in on that effort to try and help drum up money for the Ronald McDonald House of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. When you see a team not only coming together as a family but wanting to help in the community, I think that means a lot. So that's very cool. And so they can find that information also on the Facebook page if they wanted to do the GoFundMe or anything like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very cool. So the next game's in Decatur.
Yes.
You're going to win that.
Yes.
And then what's after that?
A bye week.
A bye week.
It's a forfeit win over the Saginaw County Outlaws, who had to fold this season. Right in front of the start of the season, they had to close up shop for a year. Semi-pro football has been tough the last couple of years with the COVID pandemic and everything else. So sometimes it's hard. We've been fortunate to have a lot of support, especially from Boonies and Pearl City Tattoo, Nutrition Outlet. Some of the local sponsors have been with us basically since day one, helping to keep us afloat.
Yeah.
So
it's very important that you have those people that are willing to back you through even the tough stuff like COVID. We try not to talk about that anymore. I act like that year didn't exist. I'm pretending like it didn't happen.
And then after the bye week, we go down to Bloomington, take on the Mid-State Thunderbirds, and after we take care of business there, we'll have our home playoff game on the 20th at the high school.
Yeah, so, be there, be square.
2 p.m. kickoff, and we'll give you all a show.
Yeah, that'll be super cool to see a big game, a big playoff game right here in Muscatine. I'm sure it'll be a good game that you guys will end up winning, right?
Yeah.
And we can all go and support that and get your gear ahead of time so that you can support the colors.
Absolutely.
And be everybody can be wearing their Riverhawks stuff. But
I believe at our games is the only place you can buy retro jerseys.
Ooh.
We don't put those online, so you can go get a player jersey there, and it's game worn. So if it has any value, you can sell it on eBay for.
So I can get me a number 6.
Yeah, number. No, that one you can't get. That's a retired number.
Oh, not a number 6.
No,
sorry.
That's a retired number.
But what number do I want?
Number 9 on the field. Number 1 in your heart.
Oh, gotcha. Number 9. Number 9 it is. Listen to him. All right, so plenty of ways that you can support the team. Also, if you are a business out there, if you own a business or maybe sit on a board or, have that kind of power in some of the companies here in town, they're always looking for new sponsors of the team.
Yes.
Like you said, it takes a lot to continue a team like this and make sure they have all the equipment and things to stay safe and continue on. So we want to make sure that this stays in our town and our community, and that you guys can be successful. So if you want to be a sponsor of the Muscatine River Hawks, that information can also be found, I'm sure, on Facebook, or reach out to Sam, or
we do run an ad during our streams and our podcast.
Sure. Okay.
on how to get a hold of us and contact us for sponsors. Okay. Or you can go to the Facebook page and direct message any one of those team pages and sites, and
yep.
and tell us you would love to donate money to help keep us going strong, and
yep.
we will gladly accept it. It's a terrific tax write-off.
Perfect. Well, I am excited to have you guys on the show and to continue to tell people that we have the Muscatine River Hawks here, and,
yes.
and to just continue to get more and more support for you guys. I think it's probably better than in 2017, and going to just continue to get even better throughout the years as people find out about it, and just continue to learn about the family of the Muscatine River Hawks. And very cool stuff happening here in Muscatine, and to have a semi-pro team in a town our size. And like you said, I mean, it's Quad Cities and some surrounding towns that really have come together to make it happen. But it's privilege, right, to have a semi-pro team here in Muscatine. So let's keep it going, and be supportive, both by going to the games and that GoFundMe page, and supporting some of those things that they're out doing in the community as well. So thank you guys so much for coming on.
Quick shout out to Raekwon Jefferson, just got signed to the Wyoming Mustangs.
Ooh, very cool.
He's on a bus right now heading to Gillette, Wyoming, and will be suited up and playing Saturday night.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, it's a pro indoor team from the CIF League.
Wow.
Champions Indoor Football League. So if you look up Wyoming Mustangs on YouTube, and you should be able to catch him live.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think we have a team picture too that we can pull up so you guys can see some. I nabbed this from your Facebook page. I mean, I did tell her ahead of time that I was going to steal it from your Facebook page. But this is the team here, just so you can kind of see the size of the team, and just some of those go-getters that are going to go out and destroy some stuff this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Right? That's the plan.
Sunday, 2:00.
Sunday, 2:00. You can watch that live on their Facebook page. We can even throw a link out on Discover Muscatine, so it's easy for you guys to find that game for you on Sunday. I know I'll be tuning in. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
You guys need to win so that you can get back here home, and we can go out and give you even more support.
Absolutely.
Make sure you keep us in the loop so we can let everybody know on the show and in the paper and stuff too.
Thank you.
Sam? She's like, yes. Yes, I will. So thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Good luck this weekend. I wish you all the luck. They're going to win for sure. I can feel it. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll be right back to talk about more stuff happening in Muscatine and to celebrate the 100th edition of Discover Muscatine newspaper.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 Road Trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.
Very cool. All the ways to support the Muscatine River Hawks. We'll get that out on Discover Muscatine Facebook page for you all, whether it's through that GoFundMe or if you want to buy some gear or watch the game on Sunday. I encourage you all to support them and continue that here in Muscatine. So I am excited to let you all know. Hopefully you all got this in your mailboxes this week. It's our 100th edition of Discover Muscatine, and it's so exciting to be able to say that. When you start from the very beginning with a company like this and are able to put out 100 editions, and I'm looking forward to continuing and celebrating 200 and 300 and so on. But it has been a wild ride, but we made it to the 100th edition, and I wanted to give a special shout out to a few people who definitely make it happen. Not only our advertisers that assist in getting this to your mailbox. It's a free publication. It's free for you to get all of the great news that happens here in Muscatine. But also, one of the ladies pretty behind the scenes is Margaret, and you'll see, she does a ton of the writing. I think we have some photos too to pull up of some of the people who are kind of work on a regular basis here for Discover Muscatine to put out the paper every single week. So Margaret writing just a ton of stories. If she's not writing, she's snapping a picture of you probably to put in the paper. She has done a ton of work to make the paper what it is, and that's super great. We're so appreciative of her. And throughout the rest of this week, we'll be putting out little profiles of some of the teams, so you'll get to know them a little bit more. And then Jess, she joined our team most recently. She's over there too. Whoop, whoop. And she helps us out with stuff on the paper as well as helping produce the show. And then, of course, Sarah Connors, who is the Director of Operations for Pearl City Media and Discover Muscatine. And she is the creative genius who makes sure that everything looks nice and tidy before it goes out to all of you guys. So very cool to reach the 100th edition. Congratulations to those folks that work really hard on this every week. And thank you guys for being so supportive of the newspaper. And we're looking forward to continuing to put that good Muscatine County news into your mailboxes into the future. So we are excited about that. Today happens to be, well, there's a few things for National Days, which is sponsored by Lutheran Living. National Brisket Day, Don't Fry Day. So I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that because it's actually, you're supposed to be careful and wear like sunscreen and stuff. And I don't think, by looking out the window, I don't think that we necessarily need sunscreen today. So we should be good to go on that. It's National Hamburger Day too, so, but my favorite is National Road Trip Day. So I suggest that you all take a little road trip out to the Good Makers Market and visit them. It starts at 3 o'clock today, and it's going to be super fun. All the vendors are already getting set up for you guys. Tons of fun. There's llamas, there's food, there's music, and there's a ton of vendors from all over the place there to serve you and keep you entertained tonight and tomorrow in Tipton at the fairgrounds. So go and take a little road trip to celebrate your National Day and visit all of them. And then you can even continue your road trip up to our sponsor, R7, and visit them. They'll be open this weekend on the holiday weekend to serve you and to give you that shopping, that really cool shopping experience. So I encourage you all to do that this weekend. I hope that you all have a great long weekend and enjoy the time, and remember the reason for celebrating the holiday and the reason why so many of us will be off on Monday, and I hope that we can all just remember that together. And I look forward to seeing you again on Tuesday And until then, remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
Here at Total Muscatine, we believe it's important to be strong supporters of our local community.
And that's why we donate thousands upon thousands of dollars to local Muscatine charities each year.
It's the reason why all of our employees are local to the area and have a vested interest in our community.
Even Daisy and Dilly keep it local by visiting the local dog park.
So remember, when you shop Total Muscatine, you're not only sure to get great service, but you're here also supporting local.